tunnel, determined to give their fans a reason to say TGIF, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. We're bringing it to you live. And tonight, we've got the Minnesota Timberwolves playing against the Sacramento Kings. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, our reporter, Allie LaForce. And a chance here to check out some stats for Karl Anthony Towns.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Now the starting group for the Sacramento Kings. Murray and Sabonis are the bigs. Fox and Huerter man the guard spots. And it's Barnes in at the small forward position. And for Minnesota, Edwards at the 2 with McDaniels at the 3. Inside, we got Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. So Sacramento will get the first possession here. Well, we got an old-fashioned matchup on our hands tonight, Grant. Two teams who deploy impactful big men.
Yeah, B.A., and in a league where perimeter play so often is the deciding factor, tonight I expect this to be a slugfest inside.
And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves, coming off that win against the Sixers.
It was a lockdown effort defensively, contesting shots and really protecting the painted area.
Boy, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit, getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Well, Grant, for Sacramento, 2023 was a year to celebrate. Their first playoff appearance in 16 years.
And they did it with a high-octane attack. Their offensive rating that season was historic, and it was just what the Kings needed to return to contention.
Pass to Sabonis. Over Towns, and there's Sabonis. That one's good. On the assist by Fox.
You know, because he's such a threat as a passer, Sabonis creates additional space for himself in the mid-range area. The defense has to respect his jump shot.
Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Conley against Fox. Banked it in off the glass.
Staying with this selection, Fox doesn't let some contact turn him away.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. It's Edwards on the wing. Huerter defending. Towns a screen on Huerter. Here's Edwards. Towns. The rebound by Murray. For Sacramento, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Fox with the ball. He's picked up by Conley. Fox, that's good.
Man, I like how confident Fox is inside. I mean, awesome, absolutely awesome, getting good positioning close to the basket.
Edwards against Huerter. Edwards can't hit.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Barnes finds Fox. And Fox powers it home.
How about the vertical from Fox? Throwing it down with authority. Go get it, young fella.
Here's Edwards. Uses the glass on the layup. Edwards has got his second bucket on the night.
Boy, he sure can fill it up. You've got to stay in his jersey.
And Fox has got the ball here for the Sacramento Kings. Floats one, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for, and in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so...
The previous play is under review.
Even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Free throw's good for Fox. And both free throws good for Fox. After falling in the first round of the 2023 playoffs, Clark, the Timberwolves still have some work to do.
Yep, they were hoping the Rudy Gobert trade, BA, would elevate them higher. But this is a team that still needs to grow and develop more. I think their front office is going to stay aggressive in tweaking the roster.
Fox, the pass to Sabonis. They set a pick. And there's the lob. Stolen. Fast break, Minnesota. Moving it up. Here's Towns. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Boy, how do you stop Karl Anthony Towns, an elite scoring talent with incredible size?
The Kings making a switch here. McGee's checked in. He hits the second from the line. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Fox against Edwards. Fires from deep. Minnesota with a rebound. This is the first they're seeing of Sacramento.
And they'll meet 3 times overall. A little bit of a tone setter here tonight.
First time you face a team in the season, that's when you're looking to take that mental advantage. Demonstrate you're better. And that could make it easier down the road.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
McDaniels and Towns in at the forward slot. Shake Milton out there with Anthony Edwards. And it's Reed in at the 5. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Edwards looking for an opening. And the jumper is good. Edwards has got 8.
Boy, great take by Edwards, making the correct decision in the pick and roll there.
Edwards against Fox. Outside Monk. Fox with a screen on Milton. Pass to Duarte. Now McGee. Reed defending. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And Grant, you talked about it early in your playing days, blaming yourself for the Pistons not winning. Talk about that pressure on the best player to deliver wins.
Well, B.A., the pressure is real, and it's tough to keep perspective and just control what you can control. When you're tasked with leading a team to victory, you expect it first and foremost from yourself.
And here's Edwards outside. Called in by the Kings. They're moving on after the tough loss at the hands of the Pelicans.
I really didn't see much of an edge from them. A little more intensity could have gone a long way.
Yeah, you know, to me, I agree. They just never looked engaged, which is surprising considering how close the game ended up being.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, even though Kevin Huerter knew early on that basketball would be his path, he said, quote, I played baseball up until my senior year in high school just to be a kid. You work different muscle groups. Specializing in sports as an early age is not something that I really agree with. Sports are supposed to be fun. Brian?
Well, that's the truth, something we all need to remember. Thanks, Allie. Even though the Timberwolves made the playoffs in 2023, Grant, they had their share of trials.
Yeah, B.A., they had to integrate new players. I mean, Cat missed 51 games due to a calf strain. There was that incident with Gobert and Kyle Anderson. And, of course, Jaden McDaniels fracturing his hand.
Rudy Gobert's checked in for the Timberwolves. Huerter against Edwards. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Over Huerter. Misses off the left iron. And Fox has got the ball here for the Sacramento Kings. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Pass to Edwards. Shot on the wing. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. The Kings leading. Here's Barnes, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. And it's out of bounds to Sacramento. Mike Conley's checked in for Milton. The Kings also with a sub. Monk's checked in. A minute and a half left to play in the second quarter. Outside Barnes. Herder against Edwards. 5 on the clock. Lets it fly. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. To win the cold spell. Here's Reed. The shake. A slam dunk by Reed.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Edwards for 3. It's hauled in by Herder.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Here's Monk. Yep, that one goes. Monk's got his second basket.
Monk's got deceptive strength. You got to respect that. I mean, the defense throwing themselves all over him and at him, but he's still concentrating and knocking down the shot.
Here's Edwards. Oh, Sabonis with a block.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Murray, a screen on Gobert. Here's Sabonis. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Kings on top. They're up by 4. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Welcome to halftime, everybody. Let's tip things off with a look at the final scores from around the league today. For Orlando, it was a win against the Celtics in Boston. That gives them 6 straight victories.
Sort of painful to watch.
Let's switch back to the Sacramento Kings, dealing with a thin margin at the half.
At the offensive end, they were playing it smart. Running through the offense, then finding the open shot, and then...
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Well, without question, De'Aaron Fox displaying all his skills today.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. The Timberwolves trail. And so in the game for the Kings, Herder and Barnes fill the wings. Murray and Sabonis are the bigs. And it's Fox in at point. Towns for 3. It's rebounded by Sabonis.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And Clark, when Karl Anthony Towns is on the floor, he's one of the best big men in the NBA.
Well, you said it. The key words there, on the floor. I'm sure Cat is frustrated by the injuries he's had over the years, and he's doing everything in his power to stay as healthy as possible.
Fox against Conley. Reed a screen on Fox. Conley, and he's on the money with his first shot today. Conley's gotten his first basket of the night.
A savvy playmaker with a great handle. Conley runs such a smooth pick and roll.
Here's Fox. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Towns a screen on Fox. And it's powered home by Towns.
And, you know, for all his perimeter skills, Towns also bringing that physicality inside.
Here's Fox. From the top of the key, he buries it. Fox has got 15.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Towns outside. McDaniels a screen. Lets the three fly. The shot by Towns, no good.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
McDaniels against Fox. Picked by Sabonis. Fires for three. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Out of bounds. Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession. Anderson's checked in for the Timberwolves. Monk, he's checked in for the Kings. There's a minute 54 left in the third. Three-pointer, Fox. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. 18 points for him.
Man, I tell you what, when Fox is making threes, he's hard to guard. That's a part of his game he's got to continue to work on.
Now a timeout called by Minnesota. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Minnesota. Anthony Edwards comes in for Alexander Walker. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Edwards against Monk. Picked by Gobert. Edwards for three. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Gobert's gotten his third basket of the night.
The endless reach of Gobert. Those long arms sometimes seems like he's everywhere. An overwhelming presence on the offensive glass.
Fox the pass to Sabonis. And Gobert with a block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. And we have to take another look at that block.
Reads the play well there and gets himself in the air at just the right time. Terrific denial.
The Kings making a switch here. On the wing, Mitchell. He's guarded by Conley. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
After their big trade with Rudy Gobert, it's taken a while for the Wolves to gel. Gobert said, quote, "It just comes with the time and trust. Basketball is never perfect, but we can punish all kinds of defenses by making the right play and finding the open man. With that mindset, we are going to keep getting better. I'm confident in our abilities." Brian?
Well, that's the way you have to look at it, Allie. Thank you. Sabonis looking over the floor. Back to Monk. Outside for Mitchell. He drops it from range. Mitchell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Love the unselfishness of Monk there. I mean, love seeing him find the open man.
It's Edwards on the wing. Monk covers. Lets it fly from 18. Shot is good by Edwards. Edwards got 10.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Timberwolves. Duarte, he's checked in for Sacramento. Here's Edwards. He's got 10. Towns a screen on Monk. To the middle. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. 6 points for him.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. What had... And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. The Kings leading. Inside, we got Towns and Gobert. Conley at the guard with Edwards next to him. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
Really sweet passing from Fox. He's a reliable floor general and has great vision on the court.
Gobert with a screen on Monk. Edwards for 3 with the tip. It's good on the putback.
Big time effort on the glass.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip-ins are easier to make.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
Three-pointer, Fox. He's now 8 for 11 after that made shot.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Monk against Edwards.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back, and when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Kings.
Well, you know, in some circles, this is an unpopular point, but there can be value in taking the mid-range shot. This team is certainly proving that tonight.
And also, I just love how they've been moving the ball side to side on the perimeter. Great passing, unlocking their offensive potential.
And it's Fox missing. The Timberwolves trail. Left side, Edwards. And stolen by Herder. Out of bounds, the Timberwolves will take it. And for Minnesota, they're shooting only 42%. The open shot by Edwards. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And you see Towns with the big, sure hand controlling that putback.
And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. They've led by as much as 10. And it goes. That makes him 9 for 13 now.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
And for the players coming into the league, potentially set for life. But there are pitfalls you have to look out for, Grant.
So true, B.A. I mean, it's tough. You can't take all your childhood friends along for the ride with you. You've got to be cautious with new acquaintances, so it'll definitely keep you on your toes. You must make great decisions.
Here's Fox. Oh, he nails it. 10 for 14 after that one.
Man, he's got it going now. And when he's in this kind of a zone, boy, he's fun to watch.
Edwards against Herder. Shoots. Offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and the putback.
What hustle on the offensive glass, finding ways to capitalize, paying off that hard work.
The Kings have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the 4th. Here's Fox. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass. Fox has got 27.
And how about Fox getting after it on the glass? Just gotta love the hustle.
Murray against Towns. Gobert with a screen on Murray. And the basket by Towns. A minute 22 left in the 4th quarter. Sacramento has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Here's Herder, and he goes in for the dunk.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff.
Yeah, right. I don't know how much weight that carries. I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
Here's Fox. Oh, good D by Edwards.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Gobert with a screen on Barnes. Towns for 3. Counted from distance.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Game on the line. Towns lets nothing stand in his way.
And they go to the intentional foul.
First team foul.
All right, Grant trying to seize control now.
And B.A., if they can convert here, they might be able to close the door.
Hits the trifecta. And the Kings lead by 9.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Towns gets the bucket.
Rolling. Towns just keeps finding opportunities to score.
And it's Sacramento's ball. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Three-pointer, Fox. McDaniels with the rebound. To the inside. Kicks it out, Towns. Gobert with a screen on Murray. Towns for three. Yep, it's good. Now just a 4-point Sacramento lead.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
So a close game sees Sacramento taking this one. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm here with DeMontis. DeMontis, a great team win against a quality opponent, too. What does this say about how you're playing?
It's great for us, building our confidence as a team, sticking together. I feel like we played better consistently, so it's good for us.
Confidence extremely important. Thanks, DeMontis.
All right, Allie, thank you.